Good, good. I'm excited to talk about high speed, high volume recruiting with you. And I'm interested to learn more about it. And first question for our audience, who are you?
Well, as you said, I'm responsible for high volume, high speed recruiting. I'm the Senior Director of Client Solutions for our projects business in EMEA.
Great. And now what's interesting for our listeners out there, I think, is what's the challenge that clients are facing in these scenarios? Do you have an example?
Yes, I do. Well, first of all, most clients approach us because they have a hiring need that they cannot solve by themselves because of capabilities that they have internally, capacities that they have internally, or they are not located in a certain market. And one of the most recent examples that I brought today for this interview is from the pharma industry, where a client approached us and said, we just developed a product and now we have to bring it to market as soon as possible. And in order to do that, we have to scale up our production capabilities, our production side. So they asked us to support them in finding the right people to do that.
That makes sense. So that you have a client who needs to scale up, needs to really recruit lots of people, but doesn't have the capabilities, cannot have the capabilities to recruit such a high number of people in such a short time. So thinking of this client, how did you solve it?
Well, first of all, we developed a very customized recruiting team for that particular client in the pharma industry. So he needed to have some TA functions that know the pharma market, know the market, the local market, and also who are able to search for these people outside of the local market. Because as you know, especially in the pharma market, you have very small niches and very small supply in these markets. So we set up a team that has a global reach, but has a local know-how. And we did so by integrating ourselves into the client TA setup, giving him access to our EVP know-how, market know-how, and did the work for them. So taking off workload off their table and recruit the people that they needed.
So you did I understand correctly? You really searched for the people worldwide?
Yes, we did. EMEA-wide. In this instance, EMEA-wide, due to labor law reasons. So we looked at the European Union to make it possible to have people on site as soon as possible and not take care of working permits and so forth. But also, obviously, we did active sourcing within the German market and tried to figure out what kind of other companies are there that have similar problems, similar setups, where we could actively address people who were not looking for jobs right now, who were not active on the labor market. And we made them, by creating a good employer value proposition, a good message for the client, we made them aware of that opportunity and gave them a chance to become a part of a new product line within a certain market.
Interesting. And now thinking of that solution that you just described, what was the result at the end? What did the client get out of it?
Well, we were set out to hire more than 300 people altogether in a time frame of 1.5 years, and we did so in certain waves. And each wave was resulting in hiring more people than anticipated beforehand. So looking at the overall project of 1.5 years, we overachieved our goals. And we also did so in the long run because we also gave our client the possibility of developing all of the people that they hired by giving them access to our assessment services and coaching and developing services. So we not only hired them, but we also helped them retain those people that they just hired.
So not only recruiting, but also onboarding and retaining the people, because it doesn't really make sense to hire lots of people if they leave in the first 6 months.
Yeah. Especially, and that's the unique selling point of Korn Ferry projects recruiting, that we can leverage all of the services that Korn Ferry can offer, maybe assessments or maybe development solutions after hiring these candidates.
Okay. Yeah, great. Thank you so much for sharing that for us. And for everybody out there who's interested, just leave your comments or send us something in the notes. So we are more than happy to dive into the details. And I think, Peter, you are also available if there are any interests in learning more about high volume, high speed recruiting. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Manuel. Take care.